What is good, you sexy bastards? Welcome back. It is SCG, and we have a brand new video for you today. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe and drop a like. Turn on the bell so you don't miss future uploads like this one. Now, if you also want to check out our merch shelf, you can click down below and get yourself some of that sexy SCG swag. And if you don't follow us yet on social media, you can find us anywhere at Stella Crew Gaming, and also check out our website at StellaCrewGaming.com. And with all that out of the way, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's get it. What's good, you guys? Welcome back. Now, it's going to seem a little odd in this video because I am doing a voice commentary, as you can see in the bottom right hand corner, but pretty much 2/3 of this video, my voice, I was not activated, my microphone was not registering, so I'm pretty much going to be doing a voiceover, my own voiceover, so it's going to be a little bit odd, so I do apologize. It's kind of going to be like watching a Chinese movie with English dubs. It's going to look completely odd. So today's video, we're going to be showing you how to merge racing gloves onto your mini PED outfits. So I did make a previous merge video on this glitch, but there was still a lot of people that were having issues with it. So I'm going to go through it again, but now I'm going to be showing you how to do the gloves. So we're going to be able to, or we're going to want to actually load 2 saves on this one. We're going to be loading our frozen money save and our outfit save. So for the outfit save, I've just gone ahead and stole one off of the Discord, and this is going to be going from male to female. So my online character is female. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and build the outfit how we want it on the female first, okay? So again, this is very important. If you want to see what components you want to build, you're just going to go on the female or whatever your online character is and build the components. Now, I always recommend making note of the drawable and texture. So the little notepad I have to the right there, just showing you the different drawable and textures to make sure when we switch back to our male or opposite character, we double check those components to make sure that the texture has not reverted, meaning that there is actually a component, okay? So when we do this, we're going to build up it how we want minus the merge components. So the merge components we're going to do very last. So we're on the female character right now. We're just picking what we want. I'm changing a few things here on the save. And then we're just going to go ahead and switch it and save it over to our male. So we've kind of got everything here. I'm just kind of taking off the earpiece. We had the glasses on there. I ended up changing the helmet to black, but for some reason it didn't actually save, didn't stick, so I had to go back and do it. But as you can see here, I'm just trying to find the one. It's called the accessory. The accessory is the one for no earpiece or no accessory on the actual ear. Yeah, that's it. So we're gonna go ahead and just do that now. So I save it. And then I'm going to switch over to the female, or the male, I should say. So sorry, that's a little bit difficult. Now I'm trying to kind of walk through it the second time. So we're switching to the male, and we go to free mode 01, of course. So now all these components should have switched over from when we went from female to male, because we saved it and then we switched it. Now we just want to go ahead and we want to get the merge component for the gloves. So we know that there's components for the joggers, obviously here, nothing's reverted. 61-9 is the black joggers. But if you're using a component that you're unsure, this might be reverted. So if this is reverted down to a 0 or a 1 or a lower texture than what you wanted, that means that you're not actually going to get the component that you're looking for. So once we've double checked everything that it is the proper drawable and texture other than what we're going to be merging, we're now going to apply the merge components. So here we are in the skin and hands section, and we want to make sure we pick the component that is actually going to give us the skin and hands. So we're going male to female, so we're going to use this one here at the very top. It's under server support, and it's the FAQ. So I've got these pinned in here, so it's easy for you guys to find. Now for the male to female, we're going to be using 85-1, so that's drawable 85 texture 1. So unfortunately you can't just type it in like we're doing here and hit submit, because it will actually just it doesn't register, it'll just revert back. So sadly it doesn't actually work. So if we save it, you look here, it's still back to the default of what it was. So you need to physically scroll through. So just hold down on the arrow and scroll through till you get to that 85-1. Now if you've gone too far, obviously you can just go back up. So just hit the little gear to the right there to keep checking it to see where you're at. Then once you get to the 85-1, you are now on that merge component. You want to save this, okay? So we're on the opposite gender of the character that we are online. So if our female character is our online character, we're going to be doing this on a male PED, and we're going to be applying the drawable and texture for the merge pieces that we're bringing on very last. Okay, so that's very important, and that's what a lot of you guys are having problems with. You're doing this early on and then it's not actually saving. So once we've gone and saved it, we're just going to export it. I'm just going to label it test, and then we're going to re-import it back in. All right, so this is just to make sure it saves. We're going to click save one more time, but as you can see here, the 85-1 is still there. And again, we're on the male, okay? This is an online character for female, so we're going to make sure our pet is male. So I've saved it. You can just keep spamming save. Now, if you want to add any kind of other components, you can do it here at the last step as well. So we can go into the custom components. I'm going to put the spiked gauntlets on here. Now for the female, unfortunately, you can only get the one wrist. The other wrist does not have a component yet. And so it's 17 for the watch, and then the bracelets is actually 13, but there is no component. So if you really wanted to, you could actually merge that on as well. 13, because there's no component, will allow you to merge it. So if you had gauntlets and racing gloves already, you can just go ahead and merge it. So once you've entered that, you want to make sure you don't save down there. You just want to exit out, and then we're going to save here on the main screen, and then we're just going to close that file. Now, once we have the outfit built the way we want, we're going to work our way over into Save Wizard, and we're going to find our saves. Now, just a little tip and trick for you guys. If you're doing multiple saves, if you're doing multiple outfits, when you're in story mode, create multiple quick saves. So if you go into your phone when you're Franklin and you're going to do a manual save, just create like 3, 4, 5, however many saves you want for how many outfits you want to bring online. This will save you from having to go back and forth from your computer to your PlayStation, your computer to your PlayStation. So as you can see here, I actually have 4 saves that I've done, and I'm going to use the one at the very bottom. The one at the very bottom is going to be the highest number, which will be 5003 in my example, and that's going to be the save that's going to load first. So we're going to put the frozen money save on that one. So I just selected that one, the peyote frozen money save, which is the impotent rage one. So we're going to put that at the bottom one, because then this way it'll load first. And then when we go up one, it's going to be the one with the pet outfit that we just made. So this way, when we first load into story mode, it's going to put us in that frozen money save, so we can detach those gloves like I told you guys in the previous video. But a lot of you didn't know what I mean, so I guess this isn't as well known as I thought, that you can use the frozen money save to actually separate your gloves and your torso ones. So this is going to be a very helpful information for you guys as well that wasn't aware of that. So we're now going to put the second save on. So again, I picked the second one from the bottom, so then I can just go ahead and manually load this one up after I've done the frozen money one. So of course we're doing our traditional, advanced mode, and we're going to just select the file that we want to overwrite, and we're going to put that onto our USB drive. So now we're just going to go back into my downloads, the very top one up here, and we're going to apply it, and then yes. Okay, so now this is just going to do its thing. Then from there we can go ahead and remove it from our computer and copy it over to our PlayStation. So I'm going to walk you through that here as well. So I do apologize, this video is going to be a little bit long, but I was kind of doing it live, I guess I should say, in the background here, just so you can kind of see exactly the full process without too much editing. But we've done that now, so we can go ahead and safely remove that USB drive. Apparently I'm still talking about other stuff, which I can't remember what, but we put those 2 saves on there. That's all that matters. So come on, Stella, go remove the save. You can do it. Come on, you can do it. All right, here we go. Safely remove. Boom. Okay, so now we're going to switch over to the console, and we're going to load it onto the console and overwrite our existing saves. Okay, here we go. And we're just going to turn off the PlayStation audio so you guys don't have to hear the menu, and in case any of there's music in GTA, we don't want to hear that either. Okay, so application save data management. We're obviously going to close Cold War, save data on USB, and we're now going to copy this to our system storage. A lot of you should obviously be familiar with this by now, at least I would hope so. And we're just gonna go ahead now. We got those copied over. We're gonna load that up and it's gonna load us into our frozen money save. So I'm just gonna jump in there now. I'm not gonna go through the whole load up screen with you guys because that's just gonna take this video even longer. So when we do load into our frozen money save, as you can see here, we're gonna be hovering in the sky just like this. Okay, so this is the Impotent Rage one. So we're just gonna go ahead and take this into a solo session. Now, what you have to do to make this actually work is you're going to go into a solo session first. Then when you load up in a solo session, you're going to go back to story mode. When you're back in story mode, you're going to be Impotent Rage. Now, from there, you can just go ahead and take it back into a invite-only session, okay? So once you're in that new invite-only session, this kind of like breaks the outfits so that you'll be able to remove your gloves and you can go ahead and put on whatever torso you want. So here we are, loaded into story mode. We're just gonna go into our clothing store now. We're gonna put on whatever biker suit that we want or any racing jersey or anything you wanna take the gloves from. Now with racing jersey, you shouldn't actually have to do this whole process because most of the gloves do have corresponding components or they don't kind of get glitched out in any way, but for some reason the biker suit ones do. So we're gonna go into any of these biker suits here. We're just gonna apply it. All right, now this will also work with the belt as I mentioned, so if you're wanting to do some racing belts or something like that, you can also go ahead and separate these also. Or if you did have an outfit that had both of them already from previous glitches, you could actually use both of those components and put those in your merge slot as well. So I'm just gonna go into any of these tops here, and if you notice, if you scroll through and just buy any of them, the gloves actually stay, okay? So this is very important. You just want to separate these gloves like this from the rest of the suit. So I just picked this Civilist t-shirt and we're going to save it into our merge slot. So we're going to save it in our slot number 1 or our slot number 20. Either one, it does not matter. Once we have it saved in that spot, from here we're good to go to basically start up the actual save with the pet outfit, bring it online and merge it. So we just want to make sure we get the save here. So I'm just going to force the save. And then we're going to go back to story and we're going to load up our PED save. So here we are in story mode. So just in case some of you guys aren't familiar with it, what we want to do is we're going to go over to our online tab and game tab. We want to go to load game. And as I was telling you guys before, the one here that's at 0-1, the one that's in the very first slot, is going to be the one with the highest number, which was the 5003. Number 2 is going to be the 5002 in my instance. And that's the one that we put that PED save on. So we're going to go ahead and just load that save, and it's always going to go in order. So like I said before earlier in the video, is whatever the highest number of save is going to be the one that's going to automatically load when you first go into the game. And then you can just manually reload these ones as you go down. So if you're doing multiple outfits, you can just literally go down the list until you bring all your outfits online. Okay, so here we are now. We've loaded into that save with the pet outfit and we're just Franklin here on the street. Now remember, every save that you use might act a little differently. So this one I just happen to be Franklin. I've never used this save before, so hopefully it does work as it should. Now I don't have any friends online at the moment and I also haven't turned on my second console. So we're gonna go into our online crew leaderboards and we're gonna find some random person here under the IGN crew. All right, so a lot of people are still doing the invite-only session and they're getting frozen. So I always do it through here, through the crew leaderboards, or join my friend in another session. This will work 100% of the time. This will always get you online. So just go into the crew leaderboards if you don't have any friends that are online and join somebody from here. All right, so just like I did there in the background, super easy. And even if they're in a own private session or friend session or whichever, it'll just give you the error and then it will throw you back into any kind of random public session, which is still fine. But for you guys that are having issues getting stuck in the clouds, do it this way instead of waiting the 1 minute and going to an invite-only session. All right, so here we go. So now we have a microphone that actually works. I just realized after like 2/3 of the video's done, my microphone wasn't working, so the first part was going to be a voice override. So here we are now in our online session after we join somebody in the crew leaderboards. Now, as you can see here, we still have the outfit saved in the merge slot. So we're just going to go over to the time trial and we're going to go and start it up. So we're on the D-pad and we're going to switch to Michael because Michael is the PED for this particular save. So we're going to go to Michael and it's going to split into Franklin like most of them do. All right, so from here, it's going to be the PED glitch as normal. So we'll walk you through it as we do it. All right, so here we are, loading in. As you can see, we're the PED character. Wait till it splits. Now we're going to run away from it far enough so that we can go ahead and switch back. So I always just run to the fence here. Now we'll switch back to Michael. And here we are. All right. So from here, we're going to switch to Trevor. So a lot of people just wait about 30 seconds and go online from there. But if you actually switch to Trevor and then back to Michael, there's a lot more consistency. Almost 90, I would say 99% of the time, you're going to be able to go online without any problems. So I always recommend doing it this way. Do not do the method where you wait and switch back. Oh, well, we got nudity. Oh, hopefully we don't get strike for that one. All right, so here we are as Trevor. We're going to switch back to Michael whenever it lets us. Okay, perfect. Now from here, we can just go back into a new invite-only session. Now, very important though, when we're going to be merging this, we want to merge the gloves on. We cannot be the host of the Crooked Cop. So we are going to need a friend to host it for us, or just wait until you get to say an invite to a random one, and then you could do it that way as well. So we're just going to go into a new invite-only session. And if everything was done correctly, we'll obviously be online with the outfit. So we're just going to wait until we do that. And we're going to see if we get an invite from a Crooked Cop. Otherwise, I'm going to have to turn on my second console. So hopefully we can get one. All right, so here we go. So we're in an online session. As you can see, the outfit has come online. I guess I didn't actually save the helmet properly, but as you can see, the armor did change and the spike came on. So we can just change the helmet after, no big deal. Now, I had to turn on my second console just to be able to get the Crooked Cop invite. So very important, you do not be the host of the Crooked Cop. You want to have your friend host it or have somebody random host it and then join them. So if you put your matchmaking on open and just kind of wait around, then maybe you'll get lucky and get an invite to the Crooked Cop. But otherwise, you do need your friend. Now, also, we can just double check before we go online. If we go to Style and look at Merge there, that outfit with the gloves is still there. So this should work. So let's just go into the Crooked Cop and let's hope everything goes as planned. So this is the same obviously for any other merge. So like I did show in my previous video, I showed how to do the shoes and the torso too and things like that. So you can obviously do this with armor. All of the components are in my Discord. So if you're not a member yet, go to click on the link down below to the Discord invite and then come check it out. Lots of useful information, lots of cool people in there helping each other out. And also, I think we're at 150, 160 different outfits probably in there now, at least, between the ones that I've uploaded and public ones. So a lot of the different outfit choices for you guys to check out as well. So we're going to go once to the right to the actual gloves and then back to the left and boom, there we go. We got the racing gloves. So it's that easy, guys. So very important at the end of it, before you start building your save, build it how you want on the character that you're bringing it online for, and leave the merge components to the very end. So if you're doing a female character, when you switch back to a male PED, that's when you're going to want to apply the drawable and texture and make sure you're scrolling through them, okay? Because you're not going to be able to just type them in. Unfortunately, they don't work that way like they do over in shortlist. So for this mini PED method, you've got to physically scroll through. So just hold your down arrow and go through and then check it to see where you're at and just keep doing it until you get to where you want. And then make sure the drawable and texture is the same as I have in my Discord. Or again, as long as it doesn't have a corresponding component, it will work as well. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the components that I just have listed. Anything that doesn't have a corresponding component will work. So any of those will do the job. I don't have, I guess I'll put earrings on. I'll take off my glasses, but that's okay. I hate checkered glasses anyways. Oh, and then very importantly from here, when we're doing this, you want to close out from your phone. I always go in through Creator, and then you get frozen. You got to close app, so don't go through Creator. Just close to your phone. Obviously, if you do this a lot, you got to worry about getting into bad sport. So maybe just kind of pace it out, and don't be going through killing people in lobbies and blowing up cars and then doing outfits, because you'll probably end up in bad sport. So as you can see, we've got the racing gloves on there, we've got the spikes, everything else. Just got to change the helmet, but that outfit is good to go. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you are new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe, drop a like, stay tuned for more videos like this one. Until the next one, it's SCG. I'm out.